YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage back in Total War Rome 2 and in the Octavian's Rome campaign. I've been doing a lot of recording. It's been a while since I saved my game, so might want to go ahead and take care of that just in case. And we need to continue where we left off. So we were ready to siege Sengirun, or however you say that. Yeah, I don't know. Don't really know how it's pronounced. Hopefully I don't lose any of my units here. Yeah, they don't have many chances left, so let's just auto-resolve, and I'll put my guys on defensive to hopefully minimize their losses. There we go. Good, didn't lose any units, and we've taken control of one of their major settlements. My Imperium has now gone up. I can now have up to 14 armies, and I can actually get more agents, so I do want to go ahead and recruit another spy here, since it's available to me. I don't need any more armies at the moment. So let's go ahead and recruit a spy. Manipulations, submissive trader, performing all actions. Let's see. More campaign bat movement range. I'm not going to be putting her in with the general though, so let's go ahead and recruit this spy. I want to say that I had a dignitary that I recruited as well down here. I did. And let's put him in this army to do some leveling up and military administration. Won't hurt anything. Got that spy there. It should be ready to go. Yes, I do believe that we are getting wonderfully close to a big old war with Antony's Rome here. And let's see if we can poison the provisions of this Scordiscii army here. Oh, we did not. That is unfortunate. These guys are looking particularly weak, though, as far as their army composition, and I'm feeling quite confident that I can move up and knock them out here. If nothing else, I can just go ahead and encircle them, and then move up into reinforcement range with this army. So now we should be able to easily overpower these guys. Yeah, and I'm just going to auto-resolve this. Get rid of those guys entirely. Didn't lose any units. And we will occupy their city, Petrova. So that's one good thing about marching different units together. Let's see if any of my guys can use that to be upgrading their armor. They cannot. So let's go ahead and trash that structure. We don't need it. And let's just tear this building down as well. And let's see. So the Scordiscii control Piscule and Palendeva. And then the Germanic Confederation still in control there, but we need to change that. Let's first of all go ahead and we can upgrade the weapons there, it looks like, on these guys, so fantastic. And let's get moving towards however you pronounce that place, Zarma something or other. Don't have any more money on this turn, which is not good because I need to build structures in Majestica because we're about to get completely screwed over with patchy factories. So let's go find some buildings that I'm building elsewhere that are not absolutely necessary. Like this circus that's extraordinarily expensive. Actually, let's keep the circus going and let's cancel some of these other ones that just not going to do much. Anything else that I should cancel here? Let's just take a look around real quick. I don't believe that cattle farm is going to be wildly necessary. Library will be good. Okay, I think that'll give me enough money to do what I need to do. So let's go down here and make sure that we don't get slammed with patchy factories. That would be good if we did not. And just start converting over some of these structures here. Tear that one down. Tear it down. Tear it down. Okay, so we should be able to gain pretty decent control of that province. Those guys are finishing their trading, and these guys are just waiting to cross the Adriatic and smash into Antony's Rome. I can pretty quickly take 3 settlements away from Antony's Rome on that, and that ought to put them in a pretty good amount of hurt. Plus, they're going to have to defend from the north. Thrace, I want to say, is feeling fairly friendly towards me, unless that's changed, and it may have. Yes, it has changed. They used to feel fairly friendly towards me, but now my expansionism is really causing some diplomatic penalties with them. That's okay. And again, I'm feeling quite capable in my ability to defend my lands at this point. I don't even have all the armies that I could, and the only reason why I'm reluctant to train up all the armies I could have is I'm worried that if there is a civil war, I may not be able to pay for all my troops if all of a sudden I have less territory. I'm not really sure what the right way to think about that is. Tell me what you think in the comments. I'll see what you all think the best answer to that is, but I'm not particularly worried about a civil war at the moment. The balance of power is hovering pretty much right where I'd like it to. We can issue an edict in one of our entirely controlled provinces. Where have we not issued an edict? Petrova. No, that is not it. Not it. Let's see if I have any provinces with a gold mine, and I wonder if I can do a tax harvesting edict. Got a gold mine here. We already have a tax harvesting edict there, though. Narbonnesus. We could issue one here. Why not? Let's just go ahead and issue a tax harvesting edict and start raking in some more money. Alright. I think I've already used all their movement points, and I checked my upgrades. And I checked my buildings, so let's end the turn. Gonna be interesting to see what happens with Thrace. I want to go ahead and take Piscule and Pelendeva, and then we'll kind of see what happens from there. I may just go ahead and have to attack Antony's Rome and just go into full-fledged civil war here. It's a pretty decent-sized Egyptian fleet sailing around, and if they turn against me, I'm gonna need to get that thing under control because it could cause some serious trouble behind my lines. But I have no idea how Egypt is going to draw their...
I hesitate, only because I do not wish to add hurt. But you must now look to your own...
Looks like the Mauri are turning against me. I have an army in the vicinity, so let's send it to destroy them before we get into it with Octavian's Rome. Okay. One of my loyal subjects, so someone solicited a traitor and wounded one of my generals? No, it was my... I think it was one of my... Oh, what do you call it? As one of my... Ah, crap, I can't... Patricians! That's what I was looking for. Had a mouthful of... Can't pronounce what I'm looking for. Okay, let's get up here on the border, get ready to go against the German Confederation. I went just a smidge too far, I think.
Make haste, men.
There we go. And we can now start filling in structures that we need here. And let's see, build a temple here as well. Alright. Helvetii, yep, German Confederation has, so only one province left with a Germanic tribe, so that is some pretty massive progress to have made at this point. Let's take this army and get ready to just move on. Are we able to cross here or not? Yeah, we can. It's just we have to spend a turn crossing the river. That's fine. We'll cross over, hit Piscule and Pelendeva. And then part of me kind of almost wants to hit Royal Scythia so that we can, if necessary, attack Pontus from the north. Because I actually think that's where some of their power lies. Okay, but let's get this army down here and start marching back. Let's force our way back towards the Mauri and destroy them. Looks like Carthago Nova can expand, which is pretty cool. And let's just build a library there. Kind of want to go ahead and upgrade to the circus here. It's going to take most of my money. And quite a few turns to get that done. Alright. And this army is now ready to go as well. So not sure really where we need them at the moment, but I may just go ahead and bring them up to this front. Alright. Go ahead and get this turn ended and see where our next attacks will land. Man, we got quite a bit of territory here. This is awesome. And hopefully my client states are all feeling good for me. I need to kind of go through and check that to see whether or not I need to leave some armies around or just go ahead and betray people before they betray me. We'll just kind of see what that looks like at this point. Oh. Hello, Scordiscii. They've got another army. Let's see what we got going on here. Numidia? Numidia pushed out Egypt? Are they at war with Egypt? Oh, they are! I had no idea that my client state was at war with Egypt. That's awesome. And they're actually pushing them back. Heck yeah, Numidia. That's what I'm talking about. So, feeling pretty happy about that. Numidia should be less angry with me over time. But they are my client state, so if they're angry, they're just going to have to be angry. Kind of same thing with Gaul. I don't really think they're going to betray me. And the Belgae and the Cantabri are feeling pretty calmly towards me as well. All things considered, how expansionistic and untrustworthy I have been. So, yep. Yeah, we are going to come back here and give the Mauri a nightmare. I'm guessing that these guys don't have particularly powerful troops. And this army here is going to be fairly well equipped for dealing with them. And I'm proud of Numidia. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and move this fleet up here to Sicily. And then let's sail this fleet up here to get ready to support our crossing of the Adriatic, just in case we need it. And then we're going to need this spy to poison this Scordiscii army. I don't know where these guys came from. Maybe up from here through Germanic Confederation territory. Let's do some military sabotage here. Come on, get it done. Come on. That spy has been disappointing me. There's a German Confederation agent here as well. Let's take this agent from this army and come back here and see if we can convert this agent. Got a decent chance of making it happen. Oh, really? That was a pretty darn good agent for him to have gotten wounded. I'm not sure I agree with what just went down there, but whatever. Let's go ahead and take this army up to the edge here, and then we'll get ready to cross over. We're going to need to retrain a few more of our troops anyway. The Helvetii are already up here in Scordiscii territory. Oh, that's pretty awesome. And we can get there as well, but let's go ahead and upgrade the weapons and armor on these guys. And let's move up to the border here. And then let's see if this army, if we force march them, we can get into the city here and kind of help calm down the public order. Perfect. So we kind of got our gaps filled in here. And if this army gets attacked, they can hold off. I feel pretty confident they should be able to hold off. Check our buildings here. And let's see. Don't have a particularly large amount of money left. These buildings coming, but a circus following it, so that place should level out as far as public order. Let's just save a little bit of money here. I don't see any other huge concerns on my radar. What do I want to build? I thought the cattle trader gave me food. It does not. Oh, it's the delicatessen that gives me food. Well, cattle trader gives me a nice little bit of wealth there. I'll go ahead and do that anyway. Okay. So, I think I'm about ready to end another turn. Looks like Wolfgang has leveled up here. He's got quite the name there. Let's give him better militancy. And Got this diplomat that's ranked up. Let's go down the authority tree. Alright, so our armies are now pushing from the north through the south. You can see we're in a good position to basically just engulf Antony's lands. And with Numidia having pushed back to Egypt, that's a great start, because now I have a fairly powerful client state holding them off. Oh, sweet, that Egyptian army's or navy's going to start taking attrition. That's good. I'm guessing that Egypt is probably going to side with Antony's Rome against me at this point. Scordiscii are going to do some raiding, which is going to hurt the public order there. Ah, man, I got to spend all my money countering rumors. Bunch of crap. I didn't have to do that, but I'm going to do it just because I like the balance of the public order right now. Let's check out check out Octavian's army here. 81 attack Praetorian Guard. Very, very nice. Oh, that army is going to be brutal. Let's take them out of force march. Oh, this army was ready to move forward, I think, previous to this. Let's take the spy forward, see if there's any poisoning we can do. Oh yeah, there's definitely some poisoning that we can do here. That was a fairly sizable army, which is going to have been chewed down considerably by that poisoning. It's giving these guys really good chances, which don't understand that. Gonna siege them in. I don't feel like they're going to do nearly as well as the computer thinks they will. And come on, poison these guys. Thank you. Yeah, they just got screwed over pretty hard with that poisoning. My agent got wounded there, unfortunately. And I'm going to be able to auto-resolve this now because we've hit those guys so hard with the poisoning. So Scordiscii losing a very important army without being able to do any good with it. That is one of the reasons why poisoning is such a great agent trait to focus on, especially in the higher difficulties of the game. It can come in extremely handy. And there is still some of my gladiators retraining, but I don't really see that these guys are probably going to have a particularly strong army. I did get across the river, though, and we'll just go ahead and attack Pescule. Let's take this army into Pelendeva. And just auto-resolve this out. So it looks like the Scordiscii are basically one turn from being extinct. Don't have anything that I can do money-wise for those buildings. Just make sure I'm not about to patchy factory anything. I don't think I am. Just go through. Someone was saying that this province of scroll would help me out. I think that just means it's a shared province. So if I look through, I wish there was a way to tell something about construction from this scroll. Maybe there is, and I just don't understand how to do it. Sort by public order, sort by province wealth. Sort by name. Let's just, again, just checking for patchy factories. If there isn't any patchy factories, then I'm good. Okay, which there are not. We've got some unassigned skills, though, that we need to take care of. One right here. On this spy, we can make her have even more cunning, which usually ends up helping them out with poisoning. And we'll give that general more dread. Fantastic. Alright. Hopefully my agent that got wounded will be back here soon, and we're in position to knock out the Mauri. German Confederation really with nowhere left to run, and they're refusing to attack me because they really can't win if they do.
The time has come.
Thrace ends their alliance. Kind of expected that. But we're ready to handle them. We're going to have a triumph here for one of our characters. Not sure who it is. Maybe it's this guy down here in the left-hand corner. Thaddeus Trigemidius? My Roman soldiers aren't doing any like line dancing to Come on. Line dancing. I'm not really into it. That was just kind of a joke, obviously. Alright. No, it was Lucullus. Let's go see. Sulla. Oh no, it was him. Trigiminius. Was he one of my guys, I'm hoping? Or can... No, he's the... look, it was one of the other faction having a triumph there. He's the guy that just took... Let's see, it says he's in Petrova. Let's see. Is this Petrova? No, it's Dacia. Right here. So yeah, this guy just had a triumph there. He's got quite a bit of rank, but I think that kind of helps balance out everything, so I'm not going to be too jealous or worried about it at the moment. I feel like I can let him have his day in the sun. The last Scordiscii settlement here. And they don't have the best stuff to fight me off with. Auto-resolve looks like it's trying to screw me over. So I suppose I'm probably just going to have to attack these guys. Because I don't want to lose all my troops on this stupid stuff. So let's just assault them and kill them. There we go. Have 3 Evocati cohort here. Yeah, I don't really see them having a lot of troops that are going to be able to pull down the Evocati cohort. And they're going to sally out to fight me too, which was a massive mistake. But I do have the ballista, so if they hadn't sallied out, then I would have been able to just shoot them in their town. So I don't really see that going well for them either. Let's just intersperse some of our Evocati and... Actually, let's put the Eagle cohort in the center. There we go. My units. I'm just going to keep my gladiators in reserve and use them as necessary. Get my horsemen to the flanks where they can do some work. Get my ballista up here as well. My German ballista. Guess a trophy that my legatus brought back. We got Inspire and Second Wind. Start the battle. I think I have to attack them.
And give it to horrible cruelty when they get the chance. I am sorry that I must ask you to fight them. I am not sorry that we must kill them.
My general's back there in the distance saying that he's not sorry that we're going to have to kill all these Gauls, and was speaking about how rude and crude they are. Okay, let's see if we can spot some of the enemy troops. I'm guessing they're back here probably on this hill. We got moving up here, mercenary Celtic warriors. Okay, I can now see the rest of their troops. Let's keep our cab at a distance. Missionary cohort, Evocati cohort.
Jupiter gives us strength! Double time! Quick march! Ready!
We're going to need to fill in this gap here. It's because the way things worked out. This Evocati cohort countercharge here. And let's start pushing this flank here. I'm going to get these guys out of formation attack for flanking. Bring up these gladiators to fill this gap. I've also got this Evocati here. What do they got here? Celtic slingers trying to get up on my flank. I approve of that in no sort of way. Yeah, these guys have bunched themselves up something terrible here. And I'm going to make them pay for it. Okay, so we've managed to plug the gap there. Running down their slingers over here. They do have a levy freeman nearby, but that's okay. Let's actually pull these gladiators out of that fight. And I'll bring them over here to deal with that levy freeman. More Celtic tribesmen over here too, so we're going to have to get out of that fight momentarily. But their main infantry line is getting beat down pretty hardcore. And let's bring these gladiators over here to attack those levy freemen. We've got here Celtic skirmishers, run away from those levy freemen. Or Celtic tribesmen, whatever the heck they are. Let's get into the back of there. We've got a noble horse back here that's going to be of some concern, though not terribly grave concern. Legionary cav away from here, so my gladiators have intercepted these levy freemen, and that is not the fight these guys want to be in. There's going to be lots of involuntary amputations going on in that fight. Yeah, let's take out those Celtic skirmishers, and then let's use my Avocati cohort to help take out that noble horse. Eagle cohort taking on those chosen swordsmen, taking some losses, but holding out just fine. And over here we got a legionary cohorts, a couple of them holding out against those chosen swordsmen. You know, it's funny, my gladiators keep saying we who are about to die, and I haven't killed them in a long time, so they should feel pretty happy. Keep chasing that noble horse. Those Celtic slingers are as good as gone. Let's chase them down just to make sure they stay gone. Alright, so looks like all enemy units have broken except for their noble horse general. And I'm going to be reinforcing my horsemen out here with an Avocati cohort, so there's really no way that that noble horse general has any chance whatsoever. And to be honest, my legionary cav with this many chevrons are actually fairly tough units at this point. They would certainly lose badly on a charge to a unit like this, but in prolonged melee will do okay. There we go. So let's end that battle. So decisive victory over the last army of the Scordiscii. Not anything like what the auto-resolve said it would be. You know, I really like Avocati cohort and armored legionaries in the campaign. Not the biggest fan of them. Well, I'm not opposed to those units, again, as I always say. Some of you are probably laughing because I tend to not like their pricing in multiplayer. Again, it's not the unit I'm opposed to, obviously, because I enjoy using them in the campaign, and when you go through all that research and stuff, it kind of makes sense that you can get those cool units. The thing I don't like about them in multiplayer, as I try to point out, is the fact that in multiplayer, they seem to be out of place. Let's see here. Let's just switch this, tear it down, and we'll convert that farm over. Alright. Are we able to... No, still giving us pretty unfavorable auto-resolve chances here, so... they're going to surrender in 4 turns. And then I can actually just bring reinforcing troops up from here. Let's bring this spy closer down to the front where we might run into Thracians. There's a Roxolani warlord there. I'm going to leave them alone, though, because I haven't declared war on them yet, and I don't want to trigger one. Let's try again to manipulate this unit. This spy is really resisting it, but there we got him. Perfect. And we'll bring this army up here to reinforce and take the last German settlement on the map. So this is pretty awesome. We've got everybody backed up right where I want them. Feeling very good about the way things are going at the moment. And I'm now going to destroy the Mauri. I'm not going to call that guy a Thule. How does that make... I guess that attacking them. But they're the ones that ended the treaty with me. I don't see how it makes me untrustworthy. But whatever. It made me untrustworthy again. I don't really care. This is an ambush, actually, right here, so this will be fun. Let's fight this. The only good unit they have is some Mercenary Numidian Noble Cav, but I can destroy it with my Balearic Slingers. And their infantry is exceedingly weak, and will be quite easily destroyed. These Iberian Cav here, too, are going to be ideal for running down their skirmishers. But I'm going to try and focus on the Numidian Cav units with my skirmishers. That's going to be my primary target with them. But let's get lots of legionaries here. Just to kind of pin all the enemy infantry, get their interest. And let's take... What is this unit here? Legionaries? I haven't upgraded this unit? Huh. Got one unit of legionaries just kind of at random here. Okay. So I can pin these guys from both sides with my Roman infantry. Perfect. And let's get all my Balearic slingers kind of up here on this hill. And all of their skirmishers are right here. So let's get some of this swift moving Iberian cavalry and put them in positions here. And let's get my heavier legionary cav to help him in the Numidian general. And then let's just get my own general here. We got one more unit of legionaries, so let's just put him on this side. Perfect. Alright, this is going to be a terrible, terrible ambush, and I'm actually going to go ahead and put it in slow motion again just real quick.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
And looks like we're gonna catch. Oh wow! I just hit that mercenary Numidian, or that Numidian cav general pretty hard with a volley from behind, and he took massive losses from that volley. Let's get my Balearic slingers to just stop firing at this point because I'm going to cause a lot of friendly fire, and let's go ahead and hit play. So we have swarmed in on every front against the Numidians.
The enemy general is dead.
Enemy general's dead. Start war crying some of these units. Inspire my eagle cohort that's charging from behind. And the enemy general is just completely surrounded here. Yeah, we mopped up all of their skirmishing infantry and cavalry here with a swift charge from all of our Hispanic cav. Alright, so this is going to be an out-and-out slaughter here. Look at the Numidians here caught in the middle of this. Tell me you don't almost feel sorry for those guys. Poor shirtless warriors completely surrounded by professional and heavily armored legionaries being cut down entirely. That is rough. Let's get this javelinman run down here, this one that's escaping. They have a few men escaping, so pull my Iberian cav out of this fight and get that done. It's kind of hard to extricate them from such a blob, but we will try. Yeah, all the remaining enemy troops here are getting just absolutely destroyed as they try to flee. My Iberian cav just almost can't get out of that blob because it's so thick. Go get him! Okay. I think that we have pretty well destroyed all the fleeing enemy units. I don't see any substantial populations of enemies that were able to get away, and then this Iberian cav here, let's watch them as they try and hunt down these fleeing Numidians mercilessly. Looks like they must have gotten back in behind me. It's going to be hard to see anything they're doing there, but yeah, so it looks like we have finished this. Let's quit the battle. And that is going to be all the time I have for it. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and destroy that one other Mauri army real quick. Only took 20 losses in that battle. It's fantastic. Look how many kills this slinger unit got. That is crazy. Wonder why it got so many and the others did not. Maybe it got a volley in that I wasn't aware of. But yeah, just completely decimating that army. They got away with 18 archers. And we're going to attack their main force here as well. I doubt their main force. That has elephants, so slightly more substantial, and they've got a Numidian noble infantry. And it says that they, again, have good chances. Have no idea where that's coming from. So actually, we'll wait. We're going to encircle this guy. The encircling, though, is actually not going to bring them out to battle against me, so I think I'm actually going to cease the encirclement. Let's break that in, and they'll come out in the open to fight me, and I'll take them out that way. I don't have enough to do any raiding at the moment, but I might start raiding them on the next turn if they don't come after me. So I think we pretty much got that taken care of. So that is all I have time for at this point. HeirofCarthage signing off for now.